Hey guys, brand new intro.
What's up, gamers?
No, the new intro
We're not
is
using Anthony's
the new
intro.
intro is get wet, my fellas, on my face. So welcome
Brother.
to the brother. Now welcome to the seventh episode, and I know it's the seventh this time.
Wait, are
Episode
we?
of the Off the Rails podcast, brother.
We're off the rails.
All right, so let's just hop straight into the news. Let's get right into the news. Um, so for this week, I would like to talk about the rumor, and it's not confirmed, but it's probably true that at one point Disney was attempting to buy 20th Century Fox.
Oh yeah.
So interestingly, they were not they weren't looking for like the news in the the weather and individual channels and stuff. They were looking for movie rights and stuff like that, just like franchises and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I
But
think they would have gotten the FXX the channel.
I think that's pretty interesting for a few reasons. First of all, um, Disney and Fox kind of like butt heads a lot about movie rights in franchises and like who can use what character. So I'm not gonna say that this deal was happening or is happening. I'm pretty sure that the talks are dead again, but it's weird to think that Disney just wants to completely buy them out so that they don't have to. And I'm not gonna say that it's Marvel characters specifically, but God, the things that Marvel could do and Disney could do if they got their hands on on these characters, that would be amazing. And listen, I don't care about Doctor Doom. I don't care about the X-Men. I think we've seen them in cinema enough. Let's get Doctor Doom for the MCU,
Wait,
please.
you just said I don't care about Doctor Doom. That's the first thing you said.
No, I meant Fantastic Four. I don't care about
Oh,
the Fantastic Four, the X-Men. We've seen them enough, and I mean, Marvel Studios might be able to do justice to a Fantastic Four movie, but oh Lord, if they get us back Doctor Doom, baby, that's just gonna be crazy, motherfucker. He's gonna come, he's gonna multiply, he's going to come, CUM, all over the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's gonna be crazy, baby.
they're gonna have to retcon Latvia or whatever over Sokovia's grave, so
Yeah,
Doctor Doom can have his country.
I think it'll be really funny if they just like completely cancel out the whole Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver having being enhanced by the Tesseract or whatever, turn them into enhanced individuals, and they're like,
Right.
listen guys,
Mutants.
these were really just mutants the whole time. We were fucking with you.
Hugh Jackman reprises his role.
Yeah, he said the only way he's coming back is if it's in a Netflix series, so we'll
Oh,
see what
specifically
happens.
in Netflix.
No, not a Netflix series. Sorry, I got
Oh,
distracted by my phone. And if it was in an Avengers movie, so that would be. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be pretty amazing.
if they do, it would be really weird. It would be really weird trying to combine the already established, confusing as hell X-Men timeline. Um,
No, 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 no,
but
no, no, no. They would definitely keep it from scratch. They would
that
recast
kind of sucks.
everyone. They would recast everyone. They would make completely new storylines. It would probably I saw this post that somebody put, and it said when Marvel gets 20th Century Fox, and it was a comic strip with someone, I don't know who it is, saying no more Inhumans. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
pretty
that would be
much.
so funny. That would be so funny if they just completely retcon the entire Inhumans lore. That would be fantastic, in my opinion, because I have not seen any of the Inhumans because it just looks like trash. Every single element about it looks horrible. And I actually saw part of an episode, and I was like, "What? Why am I? Why do I have to experience this?" But apparently, it's trash. So
The comics were a pretty interesting idea.
No, it's definitely an interesting concept, and I mean, I never really cared or kept up with the Inhumans when I was younger, and I actually had time to read comic books. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem interesting to me on screen, and I guess it's because it's not a movie. The budget is shit, so it looks like shit. Even the dog Lockjaw that everybody's
Yeah,
really
that Locker
excited
looks
for, I
terrible.
think that looks like ass. I think
Yeah.
Medusa's hair looks like ass, and then they like cut off her hair or something. They cut off her hair so that they didn't have to deal with the CGI or something like that. Oh my god, I was so stressed out, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm
I'm waiting
just
for them. I'm still waiting for them to do their Alpha Flight movie tie-in.
we'll see. Um, but I do have two things to talk about in this. So I also wanted to talk about the fact that Disney is looking to create its own streaming service, and they're gonna be pulling all of the Marvel movies and Netflix shows from Netflix, which is a dick move in my opinion.
Wait,
Um,
Disney's really is making their own streaming service?
yes, and they say
Oh my god.
a lot of people were concerned because they said that like everybody loves Netflix, like who's gonna go to your exclusive streaming service, but like not only are they saying it's gonna be less than Netflix, but it's also like people are dedicated enough to Marvel properties that they will go anywhere to watch what's going on.
You.
Fuck off. But I just think no, I'm serious. Like if they don't keep those Netflix shows on Netflix, I'm pirating them. This is an official. Listen, I don't care if you're listening, Disney, Marvel, or whatever the fuck. If you take those shows off of Netflix, you are losing one less subscriber because I don't pay for Netflix. I use my aunt's. I'm not paying. I'm not paying to see you guys fuck over Netflix because Netflix brought back intrigue to like some of these characters, like Daredevil. Daredevil is a cool comic book character. Definitely, he has an amazing lore, but I wasn't when I before like the Netflix show came out. I wasn't like in love with Daredevil or anything, but I really like him now because the show was really good. The first season was great. The second season was okay. Not gonna get into that. Um, um, Jessica Jones, didn't care about Jessica Jones at all. Really care about her now. Luke Cage is black, so I always cared about Luke Cage. The only misstep that the Netflix made with these characters, and I am not going to go on a rant about this right now, but Iron Fist. I liked Iron Fist a lot when I was a little kid. I love Finn Jones. He seems like a solid dude. I love watching his Instagram stories where he's out hiking and being a man's man. But Iron Fist was ass in every way. The cinematography, the visuals, writing, the acting, everything. Anyway, but I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, so I think it's a dick move for Disney to pull all of those shows out. I mean, I can't really blame Marvel Studios for this because they probably didn't have any say. But Disney, come on, man. It seems like I don't know, like Disney is trying to become like a monopoly almost. It's like they're just kind of like money grubbing for anything they have, and they have enough money that they don't need to do this to Netflix, but they're gonna do it anyway probably. And I don't know the specifics of the deal. I don't know if they're gonna be completely pulling these off, but from the sources I read, they're definitely gonna be doing that. So it's kind of fucked up.
I did have a topic, but I think I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna talk about something else now. Well, I think there's one thing I'm gonna say about the Disney streaming service is that if enough people buy it, the Netflix, the quote unquote Netflix shows, they'll probably their budget will probably get increased because all that revenue is going directly to Disney.
That's
But
true.
but I feel like nowadays, a lot of companies are like so big that they're kind of like, I think Japan has this problem as well, where like companies will own just will have like their feet in every single marketplace imaginable. Like I don't know if you knew this, but Amazon bought Whole Foods or Fresh Market. No, not Fresh Market. No, I'm pretty sure it's Whole Foods. Yeah, Amazon bought Whole Foods. Um, which is funny enough. You have an Amazon Prime account, you get like discounts on your groceries, which is funny. But it's also like when I first heard that, I was like, "What in the world?" Like Amazon is already so big, so huge, and now they own grocery stores. Like I feel like there's, like to me, that just seems like insane to me. Um, I mean, I feel like Disney is definitely doing that too. Like Disney owns movies right now, basically. I mean, like every single film they make is good. They got their hands in Netflix. They got their hands in video games, and and just the regular Disney stuff as well. You know, it just seems crazy. Like,
Well, Disney. I don't know about video games. Disney kind of always makes ass video games.
well, I mean, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, and you got
Oh, Kingdom Hearts, but that's made by Square Enix. They're just kind of like borrowing their characters.
well, yeah, but they still get money from it.
Yeah, but
I'm just I'm just saying, like their reach is so far. Like they're technically not even breaking any monopoly rules, but it almost feels like they are because like, or especially like as Amazon, where they like, yeah, groceries. Like what the heck? That's nothing to do with what their original business was, but here they are. You know?
yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like staggering to see how Disney is like. Disney doesn't need half of the things that they're trying to get, but they're doing it. And all I don't know. It just like all feels like money grubbing to me. Like especially this streaming service, it just feels like I can understand why they would want to buy 20th Century Fox because they have like essential characters for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and like, but isn't it weird to just think like Disney owning 20th Century Fox? I just think that feels very weird to me and like very foreign, and it makes me wonder what's gonna happen to characters like Deadpool and what's gonna happen to R-rated
Oh
like
yeah.
movies like that. Because like imagine if they tried to make a PG-13 version of Deadpool with like uh, uh fucking
Did I,
Finn Wolfhard or something. The kid,
did I,
the main character, Mike from Stranger Things. It would be, it would just be a really strange experience for me. I don't know, and the streaming service just kind of feels like, okay, everybody's making a streaming service. If we do this, then we don't have to pay any money to Netflix or Hulu because Hulu's making a Runaways series. Um,
oh yeah.
in Freeform. Oh, and Freeform was supposed to be making New Warriors, but because Disney's making the streaming service, that's where it's going.
What the hell is New Warriors?
New Warriors is like Squirrel Girl and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Squirrel Girl?
Yes.
It's gonna be the MCU?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's gonna be amazing.
I want to watch that show now. Jeez.
Me too. But you're gonna have to buy the Disney streaming
Nah,
streaming
dude.
service.
Dude, I'll just pirate it with you.
So this is an official endorsement. If you want Disney to stop monopolizing shit, you better fucking steal content. And listen, we're not listen. When I was stealing all the Adobe programs on my Mac, there was this there was this person who was doing a tutorial video, and he was saying, "I'm not telling you guys to do this, but here's how you do it." And that's what we're doing here. We're not telling you to pirate anything, and we're not saying that we are going to pirate it.
I am.
But this is how we're going to do it. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's enough talking about that. That was a really interesting conversation, though. What's your topic?
Oh, I was just talking about well, it's exciting. So at Food Lion today, it's where I work. It's a grocery store.
Yeah, I think you were good over.
Well, you know that, but maybe some of our audience members don't know. I work at a grocery store. Um, and so it was like 7 o'clock at night, and now the store used to be like kind of busy, but now when night hits, the store is really dead. And there's this guy, his has a cart full of like meat and beer and stuff, and he's pacing around the store. And this guy that works in the back, Mark, he comes up and he says, "Hey, this guy, he's done stuff before, stolen stuff before. You know, he's waiting for a chance to get his cart full of stuff and walk out of the store with it and load it in his car." Um, Apparently people are that ballsy to do that. I would never do something like that. But anyways,
We're not telling you to do this, but this is how you do it.
So we had it was a siege, dude. We had to like me and Alejandra and Glenn were all sitting out front in front of the doors, watching him. And it was like I had stood there for like 30 minutes. I was waiting for him. We were waiting for him to put the stuff back and leave or pay for it. You know, it was crazy. I really hate confronting people like that are doing criminal activity. So I was like really nervous. My nerves were shot afterwards. But yeah, dude, it was pretty intense.
What happened? What ended up happening?
He just he just like put everything back like exactly where it belonged, which was pretty noble of him. And then he walked out.
Let's have a round of applause for that hero.
Yeah, man.
If you're gonna steal and you know you're gonna get caught, and we're not telling you to do this, but if you're in that situation, remember to put everything back. Unfortunately, for people like me, we can't put our Adobe programs back.
You know, actually, pro tip: if you really want to try to pull a ballsy move like that, just walk out the store with a cart full of stuff. Don't do it when it's slow in the store, okay? You go in the store when it's jam-packed with people. When the store is understaffed, that's when you make your move. Because no one can do a dang thing about it.
We're not telling you to do this.
No, don't ever do this. But that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Okay.
Good.
So I guess we'll just hop straight into the gaming news.
Okay. So gamers, I beat Fire Emblem Warriors for the Nintendo 3DS. I have a rambling review up on my channel. It was okay. Very disappointing, but it was pretty fun in the end. So
interesting. It's like those warrior style games, like just beat 'em ups are always bad, but
yeah,
we always tend to buy them because they're always better favorite franchises. Like if they made a no. Like they made a Dragon Quest Warriors game.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you know I love me some Dragon Quest, and I'll buy any game that comes out. So I did, and that shit was trash.
Yeah, I own it too. I only played the first level.
It was like stupid fun, but it's like it's not a good game in any regard. It just kind of like also depends on who you're playing with. It's kind of like monotonous and dull.
Yeah.
So
I think the spin-off games rely on that kind of like cathartic, fun beat 'em ups, but also relies on like nostalgia. Like all the Dragon Quest sound effects were in it, like, and I was like, oh dang, this is cool. Same thing with the Fire Emblem. Like there was just like a ton of Fire Emblem like little jingles and sound effects, and it was like they have one for One Piece and Fist of the North Star and Berserk and Gundam. I looked up all the spin-offs. They're pretty interesting.
yeah, I don't know. Stop playing with our hearts like that. We don't have money.
Oh my gosh, the Warriors. So like most of the time, these Warriors games, they have like good rosters, right? But for Fire Emblem Warriors, it's like, well, I mean, like for like Hyrule Warriors, right? It's like Link, Zelda, Ganon. Like pretty much every fan of every Zelda game was pleased by at least one character. But you know, Fire Emblem games, they have a bajillion characters in every single game. But instead of like picking and choosing some like fan favorites from all across the franchise, they only picked characters from 3 games. And it really pissed off a lot of people, including myself, because
You wanted to play Anna.
Anna's actually in the game, but
Oh.
no, I just wanted to play like I want to play as Jake. Where is Jake? Bring back my man.
Bring back Jake. This isn't a fucking game, developers. You have the most incredible character at your disposal. One that even made it into Davis. We are risking our lives. We are risking our lives and our pennies, putting Jake in our story. We can easily get sued, but we're taking that risk because we care about that character so much. And you bastards can't even fucking put him in a goddamn game! Put Jake in a fucking game before I lose my goddamn shit!
Dude, holy crap.
I'm fucking around! Anyway, so the gaming news I'd like to talk about is Sonic Forces. What's going on here, guys? What's going on here? Sonic Forces is apparently just ass. Apparently the mechanics just don't work. The characters run off the edges a lot.
I saw Donkey's review.
Yeah, Donkey's review was pretty much my my source for this, and some reviews that I read online. I don't know. I just think, what were you guys thinking? You have so many like elements that are like pushing against you with this game. First of all, the create a character thing. I don't.
Dude, that's the best part of the game.
No.
Dude, you can make Jake the Hedgehog.
It's true. But no. In all seriousness, why would you make a creative character? First of all, like, just imagine the shit that people are coming up with.
Exactly.
That just gives me a headache.
Sonic Forces was like a love letter to that OC fan base. Like, they get to put their OC in the game. I feel like that was like,
I guess it's because I don't know. I like casually enjoy Sonic games, but like that's never ever something that I was like, I have to have that. Like making your own character just because of the culture behind it. And I guess that it's good that you got that Sega was finally listening to their fans and what they have to say, but that's a weird move. I thought it was a stupid idea to have two characters running on the screen at the same time. Essentially,
that is weird.
When has that ever worked? Controlling two characters at the same time. Not only does it look really awkward just having the characters move at the same beat, but it just like doesn't work. You have to create gravity for both characters, and that's just something that doesn't work.
Well, Sonic Heroes, it was three of them. It was Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic, and Sonic Heroes.
And was that
instead of? No, it was not good. It was not a good game.
Exactly. But anyway, that's not the worst part. I think the worst part was trying to make another dark Sonic.
Dude, I can't believe this story. Dude, when they were like, when Donkey was like talking about the story, apparently Sonic like almost dies at the beginning of the game. Like what the hell?
Listen, Sonic is not a character that needs a dark story. I think like a mellowed story is fine, but dark, too far. Sonic Generations kind of had like a mellower theme, like Sonic gets pulled into like this rift on his birthday and he loses his cheese dog. Now I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion that is some traumatic bullshit. Do you know how much Sonic loves his chili cheese dogs? That's just fucked up, guys. That's just fucked up.
I feel like the story and the OC characters, I feel like the gameplay was pleasing the Sonic fans, like Sonic Mania level of gameplay. I feel like the story would have worked because I feel like at this point, Sonic, no matter how serious the story is, it's not serious. Like Sonic,
exactly, it's Sonic. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly, but that's why it's beautiful because the story takes itself so seriously. It's like just a meme. You're just playing a meme. That's what it's like, and you can create your own character. That's why this game was like, it's like, what in the world? This game is perfect. But if the gameplay is not fun, Yeah.
Yeah.
Fail.
I think the most heartbreaking thing about it is kind of like they Sonic Mania was so good from what I've heard. I haven't personally played it, but
Yeah,
I've
I'm gonna
heard
be straight with y'all. I hate all Sonic games. So.
I don't hate them. I just don't like play them like like people do. Like Paris, our good friend Paris, who has
Right.
appeared in the podcast several times at this point. But he's there's it's weird that like Sonic Mania comes out. It's a beautiful glowing game. It looks fun in my opinion. Um yeah, and fans really loved it and responded to it. But then then Sega comes out with a game that they make and people are like, no, no, we don't like this. This is fucked up. What they need to do is just like keep getting fans to make games, and that's really horrible to say, but
Yeah. Meanwhile, over Nintendo, Mario Odyssey is released, and it's like the most beautiful game I've ever seen in my life, and I want
yeah.
to play it so bad.
Listen, I've never ever desired a Mario game, but holy fuck, I would cut off my left leg to play that goddamn game. Nintendo had a golden year this year, in my opinion. Like they came out with the
Breath of
new
the
Zelda
Wild,
game, yeah, Breath of the Wild,
Fire Emblem
Odyssey,
Echoes. That shit was good.
and the Switch. Just that, but I mean, you guys really could do better with those goddamn availabilities. I could have bought it at the beginning of the summer, but I had money for it. But you motherfuckers just decided that no, you can't have anything. You can't be happy, Anthony.
Anyways, so what's at the box office?
Uh,
We saw Ragnarok last week. We had a whole podcast on it.
yeah,
Justice
listen
League.
to our review.
Justice League comes out next week.
Yep. Next
So
Thursday?
expect a review on that. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna see it. Like,
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have any unless I'm like I have off on work and my dad is like, let's go see it. But I don't know if my dad is gonna go see it Thursday night.
No?
That's how low my expectations that my dad has for Justice League.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you said that you were looking forward to it.
I mean, it looks fun and all, but like Thor Ragnarok, come on, I had to see it Thursday night. But like, Justice League, I mean, I feel like I can wait on that. You know, like I still want to see it in theaters, but I feel like that if I don't see it Thursday night, it's not that big of a deal. But I'll still try to see it so we can get a podcast review up.
I'm going on
But,
Thursday night,
yeah, but he said with some friends. Yeah,
and I'll give an honest review.
I
No spoilers, I guess, since you're not going to go see it.
I mean, excuse me, it looks fun.
It does.
And Superman's coming back, but I
Spoiler.
feel like DC is just dropping the ball a lot, and I feel like they need to do a lot to recover. And compared to Marvel, especially with their TV shows, their TV shows have a separate universe. Like, what in the world?
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
very.
like
It's really confusing, in my opinion. Like having fucking there's already an established Flash on the CW with 4 seasons,
yeah.
and then like here's the world's gonna be introduced to a brand new one.
I feel like the Marvel does it really good at the TV shows, like the Netflix shows and stuff.
Yeah,
They can take their time and focus on these minor, like, kind of B-lister Marvel heroes. In my opinion, Daredevil, kind of a B-lister and stuff. But they can take their time and showcase them, and make really cool stories. You know, like stuff we haven't that isn't like beaten to our heads, like Batman's origin story. We've seen it like 5 times in theaters. You know, like they can really branch out with these like minor characters and do cool stuff. And yeah, DC just has a separate universe where like the Flash, Superman exists, Supergirl, Green Arrow, just a bunch of
yeah.
and they're doing a what is that? What is that in the future?
Oh,
The
Legends of
Legion.
Tomorrow.
Yes,
I haven't
yeah.
watched an episode of that bullshit.
Oh, but I think either you said or my dad said like they're making this show with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
No, that's a movie, apparently.
Oh, they're making a movie.
Yeah, but do you know
Dude,
how?
that's gonna be hilarious.
Do you know how many TV shows like there are? I mean, movies WB has planned out like too many, too fucking many.
Dude, a Booster Gold, dude, he's hilarious with
Yeah,
Blue
with
Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Dude, perfect.
And
I've
it's
seen that Thursday night.
I don't know. It's kind of sad because like I want DC to be successful because like when I was younger, I mean I liked Marvel, but DC was like my whole thing. Like I had this extensive knowledge about all the characters. Like if you pointed me to a character, I knew them. Like I loved Teen Titans. I loved Young Justice when that was there. I loved Justice League Action, Batman,
That's
the
current.
animated series. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean Justice League Action. I meant just like the first Justice League TV
Oh, and
show.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved all of that shit, and I loved
Dude,
the
Batman
characters. I loved the
Beyond?
lore. Yeah, Batman Beyond. Like I just loved all of it. So like, I don't know. It would be really cool to see like a Justice League Unlimited style movie. I think that would be sick. But I don't know. DC's just like doing too many things and pulling things out of their ass. Like it feels like it doesn't feel like we're ever gonna get that, and it's sad because they'd have to like restart everything, and like I feel like superhero movies are kind of dying, like in popularity.
And that's also what DC's doing wrong. They're booting their universe up at the end of superhero popularity. You know,
Yeah.
like they're trying to compete when it's the when it's beginning to die.
After Avengers 4 happens, I just feel like that's gonna be like the death of superhero movies. Like I don't see a light, like like I feel so optimistic about Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and shit like that.
That's-
But
yeah.
like at this point, after Avengers 4 is over, it's gonna be like, okay, what the fuck do we do now?
Alpha Flight. I'm telling you.
And then we have and then like we have fuck, what was I gonna say? Fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Like after the Avengers movies, it just kind of like feels like, and Fox feels like they're really just pulling shit out of their asses too. Like
With the X stuff.
we're
yeah.
gonna get
Logan
X.
was dude,
Yeah,
Logan was beautiful though.
Logan was the end of Fox, and I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's really fine. Like I don't care about shit else now. Like Deadpool 2 sounds interesting, but I'm not like wee Deadpool 2 like I am about Avengers fucking 3 about Infinity War, motherfucker. It just feels like Logan was kind of like the end of the era because like let's be honest, Wolverine was the X-Men movies. Like
Yeah, pretty much. Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
I mean, the prequel movies were really good, but Logan was like the character. So like when he's gone, it feels bleak. Like I don't know how to explain it in words, but it's kind of like I have this hopefulness and excitement about franchises, and then like if I don't see potential in what's happening in the next sort of films and it feels like it's dying, I'll feel like it's dying. So like
Yeah.
Marvel looks good until after Avengers 4, then it's gonna start feeling like it's dying. Fox already feels like it's dying and it died after Logan. Because they're like, and that's me being completely serious. Like X-Force, I don't care about X-Force.
They're making an X-Force movie?
Yes. New Mutants. New Mutants. I don't care about New Mutants. And it's not that these characters aren't interesting because we're going to have Cable and Deadpool in the team in the X-Force movie. That seems pretty chill. But, like, what is there to be excited about? It feels like they're just kind of like, the narrative is almost gone. Because what are they going to do? Like, are they going to do after the events of Logan? All the actors kind of feel like they've moved on from the X-Men franchise, so they're just getting like these new people that I'm not interested in I don't care about. Um, the thing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that it just feels like this was a story that they were building up to, and it feels like that's the end of it, and they could close the book on it, and it'd
Yeah,
be
after
fine.
Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like they said that they have movies planned until 2022 or some shit, and it's like, what are you gonna do after that? Unless you get Doctor Doom, get Doctor Doom, and then we can fucking talk Marvel Studios. Um,
Dude, in Infinity War Part 2, dude, Civil Servant's gonna come in. He's gonna be like, guys, Disney butt fucks.
that's gonna be a real line in the movie. He's gonna be like, guys, guess what? And then like with DC, it just feels like it feels like they're pulling shit out of their ass, but it also feels like a seesaw. Like Wonder Woman was good, so I started feeling a little bit of hope for what's coming down the line, and then like they start announcing all this bullshit, like a Harley
Quinn.
a Harley Quinn and Joker movie. And I'm not trying to spoil anything, but apparently they're at the end of Justice League. There's a Harley Quinn Joker tease for the movie or whatever in the post credit scene or whatever.
I'm walking up.
And apparently that's like I mean, some of the shit that they're coming up with just seems like, oh yeah, they're just saying it. They're just blowing smoke. But this is real things that they're planning. This is a real thing that they're going to go to a director and be like, hey. Or a screenwriter, they're going to be like, hey, can you make a movie about this right quick? Because we need this for some goddamn reason. I'm tired.
So, like, then the director is like, but I had this movie planned for the Doom movie. No. They're doing Joker and Harley Quinn. Dude, I'd love to see a Doom Patrol movie with Beast Boy. That would be so sick.
That shit would be awesome. And I wish that we would have gotten a Teen Titans movie with Cyborg before we got a fucking Justice League movie.
It's like canon now that Cyborg is like. I wonder why though.
Yeah.
Where's Green Lantern? What the hell?
Hey, the real question is, where the fuck is Martian Manhunter? Character?
I completely forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's because they replaced him with Cyborg for whatever the fuck. Martian Manhunter is so much cooler than Cyborg. I always loved his character. when I was younger, like Martian Manhunter was like my absolute favorite superhero, like other than Black Panther, obviously, but he was just so cool. And
he is pretty cool.
He can like transform into anybody he wants. He can stand toe to toe with Superman. Like, come on, come the fuck on.
Dude, where's Hawkman?
Sequel?
Dude, I think Hawkman is cooler than Aquaman. But
I don't know. Aquaman was just like kind of always there.
Dude, they should put They should put Green Arrow in the Atom and just copy the scene from Civil War where Hawkeye shoots Ant-Man. They should just copy Marvel. They should just make an Ant-Man solo. Atom solo film.
And Elastic Man. It's like the same movie.
Oh, dude, Plastic Man. Oh my god, please, a Plastic Man, dude. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
I love Plastic Man. God, dude, Anthony, you're right. I feel like DC is squandering a lot. They're making a Joker and Harley Quinn movie when they have Plastic Man.
They're just pulling shit out of their asses. That's what I've been trying to say like this whole time. Like, stop making. They need to like focus on the characters that people are going to care about. Like, I know Harley Quinn was a popular character, and that's fine. But you don't have to make an entire movie about them. Like, Korg was a fantastic character, and people are probably in love with him, but Marvel Studios isn't going to make a fucking movie about Korg. I wish they would.
Little do you know.
Please make a movie about Korg. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like they don't have to do this. They don't have to make movies about I'll excuse Gotham City Sirens. I think that'll be a cool movie. Like Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Harley Quinn. But we don't need a Harley Quinn solo movie, Gotham City Sirens, and a Harley Quinn and Joker movie. We don't need that. We don't need a Joker solo film. We don't even need like a Cyborg solo film. We don't need I don't know how an Aquaman solo film will do. I'll judge like if that would be a good thing when we see
I just have a list of the movies they have planned.
Hmm?
This is I have a list of the movies they have planned. This is published in February, but it's Wonder Woman June, Justice League November, Aquaman release date October 5th, 2018. A Flash solo film, Ben Affleck's Batman, a Cyborg solo film, Green Lantern Corps film. Jon Stewart is gonna be in Green
Yeah.
Lantern. The that's pretty cool. Uh, Shazam, Black Adam. Oh yeah, I remember. A Black Adam movie.
Yeah, who the fuck
Why?
wants who the fuck read a thing and thought like, oh wow, I really wish that I could have an entire film about Black Adam. And apparently Black Adam's not even gonna fucking be in Shazam.
What in the world? Gotham City Sirens. You were talking about that. And then Justice League 2. They already have one planned out. Hello? Oh, okay.
I can't. I just can't. I'm.
Oh yeah, here's a Wikipedia article. This will have like, let's see, upcoming Justice League, Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman 2. Okay, let me just read it. So Justice League is this month. Then Aquaman 2018, Shazam 2019, Wonder Woman 2 2019, Cyborg 2020, Green Lantern 2020. And then these are movies that are undated. Batgirl,
Yeah.
The Batman.
Now Sweden is doing the Batgirl movie. That's kind of weird.
Interesting. Flashpoint, Gotham City Sirens, Justice League Dark. What the hell is that?
I don't
What the hell
know.
is Justice League Dark? That sounds edgy. Nightwing.
Justice League Dark has like Constantine and Swamp Thing and shit like that.
Oh, okay. A Nightwing movie. Okay, like we needed that. We need a Batgirl and a Nightwing and a Batman movie. What in the world? Suicide Squad 2, great. Untitled Black Adam film. Untitled Deadshot film. Untitled Deathstroke film.
Yeah.
Untitled.
No. You know what? I'll defend a Deathstroke movie. I think that could be cool.
That is Slade, right?
Yeah, Slade.
Untitled Harley Quinn and Joker film. Untitled Justice League sequel. Oh my god. They're making a Lobo film. It says right here, Untitled Lobo film.
Oh my god.
Warner Brothers announced in September 2009 that a feature film focusing on DC Comics character Lobo was in development.
Yeah, that was in 2009 before like the whole cinematic universe thing. So I doubt that's like the whole thing.
It said in April 2012, Brad Payton had signed on as a writer and director, with Dwayne Johnson entering negotiations
Yeah,
to play the character.
That's scratch. That's scratch. Dwayne Johnson is playing Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
So it says in March 2016, it was reported that some guy was working on a rewrite for the script.
When?
In 2016 of March.
Oh my god.
They're rewriting the script. So they're actually apparently they're still going on with it.
I don't know. I think a Lobo movie could be cool, but it would just be like one of those R-rated stunts that that DC would be trying to pull in response to Deadpool.
Who even is Lobo? I don't know anything about him.
Lobo is like that. If you see Lobo, you'll know. But he's
I have his Wikipedia article up. He looks edgy.
he's like a fucking brute. He's a brute. That's pretty much like the best way to describe Lobo. But yeah, I think we talked about this very long. So essentially, DC's pulling shit out of their asses, and superhero movies are dying. And Fox is just like on a very thin line. I remember when the New Mutants trailer came out, and like usually like when I see superhero movie trailers, I just go straight to it and watch it. But like, not this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next on the agenda?
We can just skip recommendations if you want.
Yeah, I don't have any recommendations at all.
Oh, really?
No.
Nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I could recommend Daniel Caesar's Freudian, which is my favorite album of the year. But,
Well, there you go. You just did it.
here we go. I'm not going to go in depth. I'm not going to go in depth. Just trust me. There were some bangers on that shit.
I second that. It was good. It's a good album.
Uh, oh, shit. I forgot about Toonami Talk.
Oh, you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so this is a new segment that I'm gonna be doing. Maybe if Kyle gets in the know about it, but he can chime in. But um, Toonami Talk. So I have been watching Toonami since it came back faithfully. Um, and I think it's interesting to like kind of keep up with the rating trends and to see what's how things are localized and like how uh what kind of stuff makes it on TV. But yeah, it's I just think that's all interesting. And some of my favorite shows are on. I think they have a really like beautiful lineup right now. They have Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z Kai, JoJo, Hunter x Hunter, just to name the shows that I like. And they have Cowboy Bebop back on, which is nice.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, for like the 10th time. But I want something that they do is on holidays they have marathons for shows.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like people are gonna be out like with their families or partying or shit like that. Um, it's fine that they're doing that, but it's been kind of pissing me off recently because like they've had so many Samurai Jack marathons. They had one right after the show ended. They had one like during Memorial Weekend, I think. Remember?
Oh,
No, not
that's
Memorial.
barely a holiday.
No,
Okay.
yeah, they do that on there, but no, they had one for Halloween. I think they had 4 Jack marathons this year, and don't quote me on that. It might have been like 2, 3, or 4, somewhere between 2 and 4. That's still a lot of marathons for one show. Um, and then they're doing a Dragon Ball Z Kai marathon, like for Thanksgiving, and
Interesting.
which is weird because last year they didn't even do one, and the ratings were better last year. Um, but they're doing a Dragon Ball Z Kai marathon, and that's fine. But they did a Dragon Ball Z Kai marathon a few months ago, and it's weird because they have so many shows that they could be marathoning, but they're not in favor of like DBZ and Jack for some reason. I mean, the last Dragon Ball Z Kai marathon they did like performed decently well, and I guess that's why they want to like capitalize on that. Like as far as marathons go, because the ratings are always down during marathons. But I don't know, like Toonami, if you hear this, um, please marathon something else. Stop it. Like
I wish they would like marathon. If they marathon Dragon Ball Super, I might actually tune in because I'm not caught up with that show at all. So
I would watch the dub. Like I think they're like 41 episodes in at this point. But that's kind of like what I've been doing. Like I know what's happening in Super because like spoilers, and I don't really like care about Dragon Ball Z spoilers because like there are no consequences to anything that happens in Dragon Ball Super because it takes place in a 10-year time skip. So I don't know why I would give a fuck. But it's it's interesting. The dub is always more fun to watch than the sub, just because when I was younger, I used to watch DBZ all the time, and like those are the voices of the characters for me. But
hey, Beerus, I'm Goku.
hey, it's me, Goku. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, it's me, Goku.
Oh yeah.
um, but yeah, I don't know. So this week, I basically wanted to talk about how marathons are kind of getting on my damn nerves. I know that they have to do them, and it's not even Toonami's fault because like Adult Swim, the programming department kind of has to like decide what goes on TV for marathons as far as those go. But damn, can we get something else? Can we get like? I think for Halloween it would have been perfect to have a JoJo marathon because the first season of Stardust Crusaders is basically horror. And they could have had a really good marathon, and that would have maybe brought in some new viewers, but nope, they decided to do Jack again for whatever reason. And
They should have done a Teen Titans Go marathon on Halloween. That would have been funny.
I think that that would have been really horrifying. I think they do so many Jack marathons though because Adult Swim produced Samurai Jack, and they don't really have to pay anything to show those shows, and I assume that they have to pay like a price to do marathons of DBZ Kai and JoJo and stuff. So, but
That's a good point.
it would be really good for them. This is what I said earlier. I think it would have been really good if they marathoned Hunter x Hunter at this point because. So I don't know how many people are in the know about ratings, but retention is good because they have like retention is essentially when a show has a certain rating and a certain viewership, and the same viewers will come every week to see the next episode. And Hunter x Hunter has amazing retention. Like it gets like it ranges it averages like 500,000 views or 550,000 views a week, and those same viewers come every single week to see Hunter x Hunter, and it's doing really well. Like Toonami hasn't moved it from the 1 o'clock slot, even when new shows are coming in and stuff, and I think that's beautiful. I'm really happy that people like Hunter x Hunter. They so a marathon would have served really good because we're like right on the edge of the Chimera Ant arc. Like next episode is Gon versus the Bomber.
Oh, so wow, you guys, that's really close.
Yeah,
I might have to tune in for that because the Command Ant arc is art.
Yeah, and the dub is pretty damn good. Like as far as dubs go, Gon's voice is kind of it's kind of like, but she does a really good the voice actress does a really good job with just screaming. Like, and it's weird to hear Gon's Judge Denkin dubbed. It's like they say "Show me rock" instead of "First comes rock," and they say
"Show me rock." That's interesting.
And then they say "Jankin rock."
Oh, that is very.
I have a clip. I can show it to you. But it's pretty fucking hype. I mean, like I would have preferred they said "First come rock" because like. Spoiler alert! Skip this. Literally skip this if you're.
No. Don't spoil.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil it. But in more serious moments, it's gonna be weird hearing him say "Show me rock."
Yeah, that's true.
I think first comes rock, and they wouldn't even have to do anything like for it to just be first comes rock because it's the same 3 words and it's pretty much the same amount of syllables, lip flaps, and all that bullshit. Yeah, okay, I think that's enough talking about Toonami.
Yeah.
But next week, depending on what happens, I will be talking about Matthew versus Auras.
Alright, so this week I recommend Arabian Nights. It's a book. It's also known as 1001 Nights. Written hundreds, if not thousands, of years ago. Basically, it's like a collection of stories. I think it started. People say that they started in Syria, but like people from different cultures would keep adding stories to it, and it ended up in Egypt. So there's 1001 different stories in the book. And each little story tells a tale and has a little moral message. Some of the morals are a little messed up, Like, one of the morals is, the moral of the story is beat your wife to make sure she doesn't, like, talk back to you. So, they're pretty not good, but, it was the old days, and our moral compass wasn't set like it is now. But it's still a pretty interesting read to see how far we've come and how literature has changed over the years. So that's my recommendation this week.
Nice.
What about you?
I already recommended Daniel Caesar's Freudian.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, read Davis Online Webtoon.
Read Davis Online Webtoon. It's heating up when it updates. All right, people of Earth. Thank you for nutting on our faces. Thank you
Brother.
for the delightful squeeze. The silver.
Stop.
The
Please
the silver sperm and the silver, the coating all over our iced cakes. Thank you. We are so grateful, and we will see you next week for episode 8.
We won't have the same opening, I swear.
We will have the same exact opening. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be fine tuned. It's gonna be normalized. It's gonna be fine to talk about. All right, take care. Keep your ovaries alive.
I love you, gamers.
That you just fucking crossed the line.